Hey guys, I'm Ismail Sheikh again. Today we are going to check one challenge or SQL problem using wildcards. So the problem statement states that you have to query the list of city names from sales table that starts with vowel, that's AEIOU, and ends with vowel, and your result cannot contain duplicate value. And exactly opposite of that, uh, you have to query the list of city names from sales table that do not start with vowel or do not ends with vowel, and your result cannot contain duplicate. So this is the city table that we are going to refer. It contains salesman ID, name, city, commission. So we are going to play around with this particular column. This particular column named city. We are going to find out all the city names which are starting with a vowel and ending with a vowel, or city names which are not starting with vowel or ending with vowel. So stay tuned. We will break down this problem one by one and will give you a solution. Thank you. Before we jump into the query, we have to check two wildcards here. We have to check the percent which we will be using in this problem statement, and the second thing is square brackets. So how we can use this in the problem? So if we use percent after a character, it will find all the values that starts with that character. So let's say in this case we are adding percent after a, it will find all the values which are starting with a. And let's say if we are adding a percent before a, it will find all the values that ends with a. So this will be helpful while we are playing around with the vowels. So we can just add a, e, I, o, u here, and it will find all the values that starts with a. And if we add a, e, I, o, u over here, it will find all the values which are ending with those characters. Now let's check what is the use of these square brackets. Now let's say if I'm adding a square bracket between h and t, it will find all the values which are between these two square brackets. So let's say if we have HOA OA in this bracket, so it will find HOT, it will find HAT, but it won't find any values which does not which is not present here in the bracket. So let's take an example. HIT is not present, so it won't find that. So let's check what will be our final query here. So this is our final query which we will get. Select distinct city from salesman where city like square bracket AEIOU percent and city like percent AEIOU. Now let's break down this statement one by one. I have used select command here. In order to retrieve the values, you have to use select command. I'm using distinct command here in order to eliminate all the duplicates from the column, and I'm retrieving it from city, so I have to mention that. And from the city, I'm going to select the salesman column, so I have to specify salesman here. And in order to add a clause, you have to use where statement. Now I'm going to select city again, and I'm going to add like command here, like operator. So why I have used like? Because we are going to use wildcards here, so you have to add a like statement here. Now I'm enclosing it with square bracket, and I'm inserting AEIOU so that we can, as we saw here, if we are adding a person at the end, it will find all the values followed by that character, that's a. In this case it's a, in this case it's AEIOU, so it will pull up all the characters which are starting with AEIOU. And similarly, if we add a person at the start, it will pull up all the values which are ending with AEIOU. So opposite of this query, we can also find the solution for the second question, which is query list of city names from sales table that do not start with vowel or do not end with vowel, and your result should not contain duplicates. So the only difference between the first query and the second query will be a not operator. So I have just added not operator in two conditions here. So let me explain you again. So I have selected distinct city in order to eliminate the duplicate values. I'm adding distinct here again, and I'm pulling up the values from the salesman table from the city, and I'm adding a not operator here in order to give opposite values from the first statement. You can use not operator here, so it won't give you any values which are starting from AEIOU or ending with AEIOU. So I'm using not operator two times here because we have to make sure that our values does not start and end with it. Okay, so now let's test this in the practical part, how these statements will work. So let's check the solution for the second statement first. I'm adding a not like so that I can eliminate all the columns which are not starting or ending with AEIOU. Let's select this and execute it. So you will find all the cities which are not starting with any vowel. You can see it, and ending with AEIOU. Now, if you want to find any column which are starting with AEIOU, I'll just eliminate not operator from this query, and I'll select it again and execute it. You will find a city, only city, which is Ohio, which starts with a vowel and ends with a vowel. So that's how you can play around with wildcards and sort your table as per your need. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Let's learn. And if you have any queries, please comment in the comment section below. Thank you.